Welcome to the Chronicles of a Cheating Wife channel. A new story every day. Don't forget to subscribe. I had a wife named Lisa. We got married many years ago, when we were still young and full of hopes for a happy future. Lisa was a beautiful, smart, and caring wife, and I was sure that everything would be fine with us. However, over time, I noticed that Lisa began to behave strangely. She began to often leave for work late, stay in the office at night, and spend a lot of time at the computer. I tried to ignore it, trusting her and believing in our family. But one day my suspicions were confirmed. I returned home earlier than usual and found Lisa in an embrace with another man. My heart broke into small pieces. I couldn't believe that my wife could cheat on me. We tried to discuss this, to find a way out of this situation, but the mistake was very big. Lisa admitted that she started dating this man a long time ago, said that she cheated on me because I became too busy with work, that we had no common interests and sexual intimacy. I was shocked and devastated. How could she betray me in such a way? I did everything I could to be a good husband, support her, and take care of her. I never thought that our marriage could end this way. We decided to divorce, and I was left alone. Life became gray and monotonous. I felt lost and empty. Lisa left with that man. I was broken. But gradually I began to understand what had happened. It would be too easy to blame Lisa alone. I myself became too busy with my work, stopped paying attention to my wife, stopped being an attentive and caring husband. I realized that I had to start all over again. I began to pay more attention to myself, take care of my health and appearance, develop my interests, and put myself first. I started playing sports, learning new skills, and chatting with friends. Over time, I realized that the changes in me were not in vain. I became more confident, attractive, and interesting. And one day I met a woman who completely changed my self-image. Her name was Anna. She was an intelligent, beautiful, and energetic woman who carried a huge amount of warmth and kindness. We started dating, and then I felt that my life was filled with meaning and joy again. Anna was everything I dreamed of. She supported me, inspired me to new achievements, understood me without words. We had common interests. We spent a lot of time together, supported each other in difficult moments. I realized that everything in this world has its place and time. My ex-wife Lisa was a part of my past that needs to be accepted and let go. Anna has become a part of my present, which is very dear to me. Anna and I got married, and now I'm happier than ever before. We are building a family, sharing joys and sorrows, and I am grateful for every day I spend with her. The story of the cheating wife became a lesson and a warning for me. I realized that it is important never to stop in one place, to develop and grow, to support loved ones, and take care of their relationships. That's how the story of my marriage to my cheating wife ended. But a new chapter of my life has begun, filled with love, happiness, and harmony. And I hope that everything I've learned from this experience will help me be a better person and husband in the future. Over time, I became more and more immersed in my relationship with Anna. We started a family, had children, and developed together. I felt that I had finally found my happiness, and I was ready to devote my whole life to this person. However, as often happens, happiness does not last forever. A sudden misfortune overtook our family, and we were faced with a difficult choice. Our unique daughter, Katya, was severely diagnosed with a rare genetic disease that threatened her life. She was such a bright ray in our lives, such a small miracle, and it was unbearable to imagine that we could lose her. We turned to doctors, looked for ways to treat, but every day became more difficult. Every minute reminded us of the merciless reality. We were torn by pain and despair, trying to keep faith in a miracle. But as the days passed, Katya kept getting further and further away from us. We saw how her powers were fading, how she was getting weaker and weaker. And finally, the tragic day came when she left us. It was a blow that I didn't know how to recover from. Losing my daughter was the hardest thing I've ever felt. I felt that the world was crumbling under my feet, that my happiness and my joy had disappeared forever. Anna and I tried to support each other, to try to get back to normal life. But the pain was too much. We locked ourselves in, lost in bitterness and despair. We didn't know how to move on, and how to live on without our little Katya. But gradually we began to turn to each other for support, to find solace in common grief. We realized that we have ourselves, and that together we can still overcome all difficulties. We remembered our daughter, her smile, her joy, and realized that she would always be with us. We decided that we did not want the memory of our daughter to be associated only with pain and grief. Then we began to actively help other parents facing similar problems, raised funds for research, and carried out charity events. We realized that our bitterness and pain can turn into a source of kindness and support for others. We have created a fund in memory of our daughter, which raised funds for the treatment of children with rare diseases and support for their families. We realized that life consists not only of joy and happiness, but also of trials and pain, and that it does not matter what difficulties await us. It is important how we treat them, how we react to them. We have learned to appreciate every day, every moment that is given to us. After the trials, Anna, my family, and I began to move forward again. We have gained new strength and direction, based on the experience that life has brought us. We continued to work in the fund of our daughter's memory, raised funds, and provided assistance to those in need. But in addition to charity, we had the idea of creating an educational center for children with special needs, including children with rare diseases. We believe that every child deserves education and the opportunity to develop to the fullest, regardless of their characteristics. We started working hard on this project with full dedication, raised funds, attracted specialists and investors, and created programs and infrastructure for children. It was our small victory over the difficulties we had gone through. It was our salvation from longing and grief. And gradually, the educational center became a center of joy, development, and support for many families. We saw how the children shone with happiness, made friends, studied, and grew up. We saw how the parents of our students found strength and support from each other, how they realized that they were not alone in their trials. The educational center became a place where every child could find his place, his way, his joy. And every day spent there reminded us of our daughter, how important it is to appreciate every moment of life, how important it is to help each other and build a common good. Anna and I are still the directors of the foundation and the educational center, and we are working to make them even more successful and influential. We understand that our mission does not end here, that we can help many people and make the world a better and brighter place. We take every day as a new chance to create something important that will help others and bring happiness. We reconciled with our grief, turning it into strength and energy for action. We realize that even in the darkest moments of life, there is a place for light and hope. I am a person who has experienced loss and found new goals and meaning in life. I am ready to move on, build new projects, help others, and be happy. Life has taught me to appreciate every moment and to see the light in the darkest corners of the world. And now I'm standing in front of you, a survivor of happiness and sorrow, joy and pain. I realize that life is full of contradictions, that we cannot avoid suffering, but we can choose how to treat them, how to use our pain to create kindness and support. My story doesn't end here. I've been through a lot, but I'm ready to move on, build new relationships, create new families, help others, and be happy. Life goes on, and I am ready for new challenges and trials. After the successful development of the educational center, we began to think about how we could expand our mission and help children with special needs. We realized that there are many more children who need our support and decided to take a new step. So we have developed a program to create inclusive sports events for children with rare diseases. We believe that sport could become not only a means of physical development, but also a tool for nurturing the spirit, self-affirmation, and joy of life. We have attracted specialists in sports and physical rehabilitation, organized sports training, events and competitions for children. We saw how each child blossomed on the field or court, how they overcame their fears and doubts, how they learned to work in a team and achieve goals. Our sports programs have become not only a platform for physical development, but also a place for communication, friendship, and self-realization. The child's parents learn to understand and support him in sports, seeing how he becomes stronger and more confident. We held events and festivals where children could show their achievements in sports and receive well-deserved recognition and support. A community of children and adults who shared common values and respect for each person, regardless of their abilities, was also created. And our mission to help children with special needs continued to expand. We have opened help and support centers for families, conducted workshops and trainings, and helped parents and relatives better understand and support their children. All this was our way of giving some of our grief and difficulties to charity, helping other people find joy, confidence, and hope. We realized that it is in helping others that we find the meaning and value of our lives, that it makes us stronger and happier. So, I stand before you now, a man who has found a new path, a new vocation, and a new happiness in life. I am glad that I can help others and be useful to society, that I can make the world brighter and kinder. Life has taught me to appreciate every moment, to see beauty in the world and people, and to strive for self-improvement. As our organization has developed, we have faced a new challenge: the lack of funds for sports programs and assistance to families. We understood that without additional financial resources, we would not be able to continue our business and help children who needed our support so much. And then we decided to conduct an unusual experiment. We announced a competition called Give a Second Life for everyone who wants to help us raise funds and develop our programs. We accepted any offers, from organizing charity events to creating unique sponsorship packages. Then we met with an incredible response from the business community, local organizations, and ordinary people who wanted to help children with special needs. We received a huge amount of creative ideas, support, and financial assistance, which allowed us to expand our sports programs and help families. We have held a series of charity events, concerts, auctions, and sporting events that have raised more funds than we could have imagined. This was a real boost for our organization, and we began to grow and develop faster than ever. Our organization attracted the attention of many people and the media, and we became known not only as a center for helping children with special needs, but also as an agent of kindness and positive changes in society. Our success has become an example of how love, support, and solidarity can change the world for the better. We continue to work towards the realization of our mission, helping children and their families overcome obstacles, develop and improve their quality of life. We believe that everyone deserves a chance at a happy and decent life, and we are ready to do everything possible to help them in this. So I stand before you now, proud of all that we have done together, with gratitude to everyone who supported us on this path. Our story is a story of love, kindness, and hope, and I hope that it will become an inspiration for everyone who wants to make the world a better and kinder place. Being at the peak of popularity, our organization attracted the attention of not only the public, but also major sponsors. They not only expressed their willingness to support our projects financially, but also offered their expertise and contacts for further development. Thus, we have created a powerful alliance with representatives of business, culture, and education, which has allowed us to launch large-scale programs for inclusive education, vocational guidance for children with special needs, and the organization of numerous sports events. One of our most ambitious projects was the Adaptive Gymnastics Championship, which was attended by children with various developmental disabilities. This competitive experience not only contributed to the development of physical skills and self-esteem of the participants, but also inspired many viewers to overcome stereotypes and bias. We have become not only a help center, but also a model of successful social activity that unites people of different ages, professions, and cultures. Our optimism, determination, and energy infected many, and we began to receive invitations to international conferences, forums, and events, where we shared our experiences and received new ideas for development. Our organization has become an example of how collective action and love for one's neighbor can change the world for the better. We continue to move forward, not stopping there, and strive to create a society where everyone, regardless of their characteristics, has equal opportunities for self-realization and a happy life. This is our story, and it has just begun. We invite everyone to join our movement and contribute to creating a kinder and more inclusive world. Together, we are a force capable of changing the world for the better. With each passing day, our organization became more influential and respected. We have attracted attention not only at the local community level, but also at the national level. Our work has been awarded and recognized both in the field of social activities, as well as in sports and education. Our secret of success was not only that we made charity fashionable and interesting, but also that we always tried to offer new creative approaches to solving social problems. We organized unusual events, conducted masterclasses, created educational courses, and developed innovative programs for children and adults with special needs. One of the most significant events was the participation of our organization in the International Exhibition of Social Projects, where we presented our achievements and plans for the future. This was the beginning of new partnerships and opportunities for collaboration with world leaders and organizations that make charity and social responsibility their priority. Our history was developing rapidly, and we realized that new horizons and challenges were opening up before us. We have started work on a large-scale project to create an inclusive center where people with different disabilities can study, work, and spend their free time in a friendly and supportive environment. Our dream has become a reality, and every day we have seen how our efforts bring joy and hope to people who previously felt excluded and misunderstood. Our team was proud to see what had been achieved and knew that we would do even more to help those who needed our support. Our history will show that kindness, mutual assistance, and faith in human potential can make everything possible. We do not stop there and continue to move forward, together moving towards creating a more just and kind society, where everyone can be heard, understood, and accepted unconditionally. After the successful launch of the Inclusive Center, our organization faced new challenges and opportunities. We actively cooperated with government agencies and private companies to ensure financing and long-term support for the center. Our team worked closely with educators, social integration specialists, and psychologists to develop individual programs and activities for each participant of the center. We have increased the number of classes and activities provided at the Inclusive Center, expanded partnerships with various educational and cultural institutions to create unique educational opportunities for children and adults. We have organized exhibitions, concerts, sports competitions, and workshops to showcase the diversity of talents and skills of our participants. Over time, our center has become not only a place of learning and development, but also a center of social activity and support. We provided consultations and psychological assistance not only to the participants of the center, but also to their families. We have promoted social integration and employment by helping our participants become active and full-fledged members of society. Our organization attracted more and more volunteers, specialists, and partners who shared our values and sought to do good with us. We have created a strong community of like-minded people who are ready to help and support each other in achieving common goals. We understood that our path was not over, and new horizons for development and improvement were opening up before us. We plan to expand our programs and services, create new educational and cultural initiatives, and continue to promote a more inclusive and kind society. Our story has become a source of inspiration for many people, and we were proud to be able to contribute to improving the lives of others. We aspired to new heights, and were confident that our business would live long and continue to do good in the world. Our Inclusive Center has become not only a place of learning, development, and social support, but also a real cultural center uniting different social and cultural groups. We have held festivals, exhibitions, concerts, and theatrical productions, drawing public attention to the importance of an inclusive approach and equal opportunities for all. Our center became a place where everyone could find something interesting and exciting for themselves. Children were happy to participate in master classes in drawing, music, dance, and sports, revealing their talents and abilities. Adults found new friends and allies with whom they could share their experiences and inspiration. Our team of scientists, educators, psychologists, and social workers worked together to create a supportive environment for everyone's development. We applied innovative teaching methods, an individual approach to each participant, the art of integration and interaction to help everyone reach their potential and find their place in society. Our center has become a symbol of hope and opportunity for many people who have faced obstacles and challenges in life. We aspire to be a beacon of light, inspiring and supporting all those who were looking for their way to happiness and success. Our door was always open to new faces and new ideas, and we were proud that we were able to make the world a better and kinder place together with our community. Our journey was long and full of difficulties, but all the time we believed in our mission and aspired to our goal. Our inclusive center has become not just a project, but a movement that unites people of different ages, cultures, and opportunities in a common goal to make the world more cohesive, respectful, and friendly. And we continue to move forward, hoping for the best and ready for new challenges and victories. Every day my relationship with Anna got better and better. Anna began to forget or very rarely remember our loss, but we did not allow each other to withdraw into ourselves and lock ourselves in. Together we moved together with great willpower and a desire to continue learning and developing. I began to notice her ability to draw beautifully and create amazing works of art. We began to spend time together, additional classes and master classes, helping her develop her talent and skills. I was happy to see Anna, who is developing and becoming even more interesting both for herself and for me. Seeing her happy was the best reward for me. Over time, we talked about our future, about joint goals and plans. We found a lot of friends in the center, not just acquaintances, but friends, and the center became a second home for us where everyone was happy. Each family has become a part of our community, contributing and giving their unique energy to everyone around them. Every day we saw Anna blossom and become more confident and stronger. Her works have been exhibited at our festivals and events, where they have been admired. We were proud to be able to help Anna reach her potential and find her calling. Our relationship with her has become an example of how mutual understanding, support, and faith in a person can change their life for the better. Anna was not just a family and close person for me, but my muse and angel, with whom we went forward, overcoming all obstacles and difficulties boldly and confidently. Our relationship with Anna continued to strengthen with each passing day. Together we organized trips to exhibitions and museums, where Anna could enjoy art and get new impressions. We discussed her ideas and projects with her, looked for inspiration together, and inspired her to new creative endeavors. I saw her blossom and grow, becoming more confident and strong. Her warmth and kindness, her unique view of the world and art inspired me every day. But what to hide, she inspired everyone around. With every glance and conversation, I felt that with her our life was filled with new colors and shades that made it brighter and more saturated. Her work became a symbol of our cooperation and friendship, which knew no boundaries and limitations. We grew up together with Anna, sharing her joys and sorrows, supporting each other in difficult moments, and celebrating successes and achievements together. Our connection with Anna became for us an integral part of our life, which filled it with meaning and significance. We thanked fate for bringing us together with Anna, for giving us the opportunity to be her friends and mentors. We knew that our relationship with her would last a lifetime, being forever imprinted in our hearts and memories. On the day when Anna presented her first exhibition at the Art Center, a new page entered our lives. We were all proud of her creative achievements and fascinated by the beauty of her work. To the guests of the exhibition, the energy and inspiration emanating from Anna's painting were like magic. But apart from her success in art, Anna's most important achievement was that she overcame her barriers and fears. Thanks to our close friendship and mutual understanding, She began to show herself as a talented and confident artist. Her work penetrated into the very heart of the audience, and each picture carried a piece of her soul. Just like Anna, I tried to find my interests. I tried a lot, but most of all I liked teaching children. It's clear at that moment I saw myself as a kind of mentor, and my beloved supported me as I supported her in everything new. We spent more and more time together discussing ideas, planning new projects, and just enjoying each other's company. We have held several joint exhibitions where Anna's work carried a wonderful message to the world. Her paintings were reflected in the hearts of the audience, awakening feelings and emotions in them. Our example proved that nothing is impossible if there is a spark of passion and self-belief in the heart. We enjoyed every new day spent with Anna, knowing that our love is reliable and indestructible, like a rock that forever stands in the way of life. Over time, our life with Anna has become not only a source of inspiration, but also a source of strength and support in difficult moments. We supported each other not only in our endeavors, but also in life, sharing joys and sorrows, experiencing various challenges, and radically changing under the influence of each other. Together we traveled to different cities and countries, learning new cultures, and being inspired by their beauty. Our artistic experiments and research have led to the creation of joint projects and new directions in our art. We became a part of each other, discovering unexplored facets in our hearts. We spent days and nights working on new projects, inspiring each other with big ideas and creative revolutions. Our passion was inexhaustible, and we shared it with the world, creating something amazing and unique. Together we experienced the joy of success and supported each other in failures, learning from mistakes and moving forward despite all obstacles. Through our unity and mutual understanding, we became an integral part of each other. We knew that we could always rely on each other and believe in the strength of our friendship. We became not only artists, but also teachers, inspiring each other to new creative achievements and attainments. Our lives became colorful and eventful thanks to our association, and every new day brought us miracles and discoveries. So our joint story was saturated with creativity, love, and friendship, leaving a bright mark in the hearts of each of us. We knew that together we could overcome any obstacles and achieve everything we deemed necessary for our happiness and success. Our unity was our secret and the strength that allowed us to boldly step forward together, illuminating the way forward with the light of our creativity. And so the joint path of our heroes led them to marry each other, build a family home, get a pet, and give life to a new family member, baby Alexander. Their family life was filled with joy, love, and harmony, and everything was going well for them. Their wedding was just magical. Everyone was very happy because it was a union of people who saved and helped more than one family. The hearts of the guests merged in a joyful dance. They sang, laughed, and shared sincere wishes to the young. Anna was beautiful in her snow-white dress, and the groom was beaming with happiness, looking at her. After the wedding, they started working on the construction of their house. By investing their efforts and energy together, they were able to create a cozy and warm nest, where an atmosphere of love and understanding always reigned. When Alexander grew up, the family decided to get a dog in their family. Life became even more vivid and intense. They walked together, played, took care of each other, and found joy in the simple but important joys of being. Alexander grew up. His newly minted parents spent days and nights together, fed, cared for, kissed, and hugged this small, but so precious life. Their story is a story of love, family, and unity. And they knew that together they could go through any trials, because they had them with each other. Their family is what they are ready to do anything for. After the wedding, they began work on building their house. They put all their efforts into creating the perfect place for a family. The groom came up with the house project himself, and the bride was happy to bring it to life. Their joint work brought a sense of pride and satisfaction. They decided to name the dog Lola and began to take care of her with love and devotion. Walks in the park, outdoor games, grooming. All this has become an inseparable part of their family life. Lola quickly became an important member of the family and the love of all family members. Their family values, love, support, and faith in each other helped them overcome difficulties and struggle with problems. Together, they were invincible and ready to overcome all obstacles to their happiness. Over the years, their love has only grown stronger. Together, they went through joys and sorrows, made plans for the future, and enjoyed every new day spent together. Old age passed unnoticed, but they accepted it with dignity and respect. Son Alexander grew up to be an intelligent and purposeful young man who always helped his parents and supported them in difficult moments. Now he has created his own family, and their house is often filled with the joyful laughter of his grandchildren. They continue to take care of Lola, who became a faithful companion in their old age. The dog has become a symbol of loyalty, devotion, and joy for them. Although the years had passed, every day was a new adventure for them, a new opportunity to love each other and share joy with those they loved so dearly. Their home was filled with warmth and comfort, in which everyone felt protected and loved. Their love was eternal, and they were ready to go on hand in hand, through all the ups and downs, rejoicing in every moment spent together. Their family remained an indestructible fortress based on faith, love, and respect for each other. Eventually, after many months of hard work, the country house was built. It became their refuge for them, a place where they could spend time together, give each other warmth and care, enjoy joint walks in the woods, fishing on the lake, and cozy evenings by the fireplace. Their country house became their true paradise, where they continued to enjoy each other, respect and love each other, enjoying every moment spent together. As time passed, Anna and her husband decided to develop a plot of land around their house for a vegetable garden. They were engaged in growing various vegetables, fruits, and herbs, creating beautiful and fertile beds. This has become not only an exciting activity for them, but also a source of fresh and organic food for their table. Gradually, their plot was transformed, becoming literally a blooming garden and vegetable garden, which filled the house with joy and the aromas of fresh fruits and vegetables. They spent a lot of time on their site, taking care of the plants and enjoying the results of their work. One day, they came up with the idea to invite their grandchildren to spend the summer holidays at their country house. The grandchildren gladly accepted the invitation and came to visit. It was a real discovery for the guys. They were happy to help make crops in the garden, went boating on the lake, walked in the woods, and played outdoors. It was an incredibly happy time for them. They saw their grandchildren having fun, growing up and learning new things. Grandparents gave their grandchildren not only warmth and care, but also valuable lessons about nature, work, and family values. Summer holidays have become an unforgettable time for all family members, filled with joy, comfort, and mutual understanding. The whole family was happily spending time with their loved ones, enjoying the moments when everyone gathered around the table, sharing funny and touching stories from life and dreams of the future. Over the years, the family became more connected to the site and the house they were able to create. They continued to take care of the garden and vegetable garden, enjoyed walks in the forest together, admiring the beauty of nature around. Despite their advanced age, Anna and her husband remained active and cheerful people. They learned new things, practiced crafts, and often spent time with friends and family. They were the favorites of their grandchildren, and were always ready to help and support them in difficult times. One day, when our heroes turned almost 100 years old, they peacefully fell asleep together in their bed, hugging each other. Their departure was quiet and calm, like the last chord in the melody of their long and happy life. Family, friends, and neighbors remembered these great and strong people with respect and tenderness, remembering how they created their cozy corner together and filled it with joy and love. Their children and grandchildren continued to take care of the house and the plot, keeping it in memory of their beloved grandparents. So our married couple left this world, leaving behind traces of their care, warmth, and wisdom. Their happy life has become an example for many, showing how mutual support and love can make someone's life truly happy and full. After leaving, their house became a symbol of family warmth and comfort. The family continued to meet here on holidays and gather around the fireplace, remembering their beloved elders. The children and grandchildren did their best to keep the house the way Jake and Alice made it, lovingly caring for the garden and vegetable garden. Their plot became a place where the whole family spent time together, playing outdoors, dining on the terrace, and enjoying the variety of flowers and plants grown by Anna. The family continued to take care of the house and each other together, despite the distance and time that had passed since the departure of the elders. Their memory has always lived in the hearts of their descendants, reminding them of the importance of family values, mutual assistance, and respect. Thus, their house became like a fortress of family heritage, in which everyone could feel like a part of something bigger and important. The family has preserved and passed on to other generations not only the care of the house and the plot, but also the warm sense of community and love that has always reigned in this corner of the world. This is how our story ended, which brought happiness and inspiration to many, showing that true love and support can do wonders, even when many years pass near an old house and a cozy front garden. The outcome of this story teaches us the value of family relationships, love, and devotion. She reminds us that the bond between loved ones is strong and able to overcome any difficulties. This story demonstrates the importance of preserving family traditions, caring for ancestral heritage, and the value of family warmth. We see that even after the older generations have passed away, their influence and example remain with us, having a positive impact on the lives of others. It is important to remember that our behavior, relationships, and caring for loved ones can leave a mark on the lives of our descendants and inspire them to do good deeds. History also teaches us that a house is not just a building, but a symbol of family unity and comfort. It can be a place where family traditions manifest themselves and a special atmosphere of love and support is created. Thus, this story allows us to feel the value of family ties, the memory of our ancestors, and the importance of passing on family values to the next generations. She reminds us of the importance of caring for the heritage of our ancestors and strengthening ties within the family, so that it remains strong and stable for many generations. But the main thing is that this story also emphasizes the importance of respect for older generations and the ability to listen to the experience and wisdom that they can pass on to us. She urges us to keep in touch with the roots of our family, study the history of childbirth, and try to preserve the traditions and values that were important to our ancestors. History also reminds us that even with differences between generations and family members, it is important to strive for mutual understanding, respect, and support for each other. This helps to create an atmosphere of harmony and well-being within the family, which in turn becomes a source of strength and support in any difficult moments. Finally, history shows us that the most valuable things in life are love, trust, mutual understanding, and respect for each other. Conflicts and disagreements may arise, but it is important to remember that the foundation of a family is mutual support, care, and the ability to forgive and accept each other for who we are.